Hello students, today we will discuss about our 7th chapter of our 10th class NCERT book. The name of the book is First Flight and the name of the chapter is Glimpses of India. The chapter is divided into 3 parts. The first part, that is a baker from Goa, second part, that is Coorg, and third one, that is tea from Assam. So let's start with the first part, that is a baker from Goa. The lesson begins with how narrators, elders often recall the time when Goa was under the rule of the Portuguese. They talk how the importance of bakers is still maintained in their villages even after the Portuguese have left. They are known as faders in Goa. The mixers, modelers, and their time-tested furnace continue to serve the people of Goa with their famous bread loaves. So it is possible that the original ones may not exist, but their profession is being continued by their sons. The thud of their bamboo sticks can still be heard in some parts of the village. The same jingling thud would wake the narrator and his friends during their childhood days, who would go running to him without brushing or washing their mouths properly. It was the maid servant of the house who collected the loaves while children sorted out the bread bangles for themselves. So, bakery products have importance in the culture and traditions of Goa. Ball or sweets bread is a part of marriage gifts. Cakes and bolinas or coconut cookies are eaten at every festival at and the lady of the house prepares sandwiches at her daughter's engagement. Earlier bakers wore a unique frock of knee length known as kabai, but during the narrator's childhood days, they wore a shirt and trousers of length slightly shorter than the usual ones. So they generally collected their bills at the end of every month, and bakery has continued to be a profitable profession, managing to keep their families joyous and prosperous. So, students, the main theme of the story is that the story is about the traditional profession of Goa. The traditional profession of Goa is baking bread, and bakers are known as fader in Goa. So the writer describes his childhood days and his friendship with bakers. He reminds a baker who woke them up from sleep by his jingling sound of bamboo. And the children were much fond of sweet bread known as ball. So it was the most essential marriage gift also. And they wore a particular dress known as kabai. So the story is about the importance of baker in Goa, and bakers were rich in Goa and led joyful life. So hopefully students, you have understood, and now we will begin our second part, that is Coorg. Yes, now we are having our second part. Let's start. The name of the second part, that is Coorg. So the lesson gives us a beautiful insight of smallest district of Karnataka and its people. The place has an amazing weather throughout the year with enough rain during the monsoon season. The people of Coorg are known to be one of the bravest, and coffee is the main crop grown in this region. A variety of animals can be found here, while the place is surrounded by beautiful Brahmgiri hills, islands, and Tibetan settlements. So the writer described the hill station of Coorg located in the Western Ghat in the state of Karnataka. It is located midway between Bangalore and Mangalore. So the suitable time to visit Coorg is from September to March. The place is famous for coffee plantation and spices. There are abundant rainforests which cover 30% of the area. The Kurgi men are brave warriors who are permitted to keep firearms without a license due to their trustworthiness. And the women of the Kurg are pretty. Kurg is known as Kovadus and the Kovadas, though are Hindus by religion, but their customs different from those of mainstream of Hindus. They marry with their community. Kovadus are said to be of Greek or Arabic descent. Some soldiers of Alexander's army settled there, also as the ethnic dress of Kovadus. So, kupiya is similar to the Arab garment kufiya. It is said that maybe their ancestors were Arabs or Kurds. The river Kaveri originates from Kurg. The fish named Mahasir is found in this river. Many animals and birds like kingfisher, langur, squirrels, and elephants can be spotted along the river. Tourists relax in the scenery atmosphere and also enjoy adventure sports like river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, mountain biking, rock climbing, and trekking. While trekking on the nature trails, animals like mosquitoes, Malabar squirrels, langurs, and slender loris can be spotted on the trees. The major tourist attractions are Brahmgiri's hills, Nisargadaam Island, and Balkupi, Tibetan settlement. So, Kurg give visitors a feel of India's diverse culture. So, students, let's see that what is the theme of the story. So, Kurg is the smallest district of Karnataka and it is situated between Mysore and Mangalore in the hills, which is inhabited by martial men and women. It is also known as Kodagu. There are evergreen forests, spices and coffee plantation. Actually, the story is about Kurg and its people. And they wore long coat. Kufiya resembles the kufiya worn by the Arab and Kurds. They are hospitable and are proud to tell about the bravery of their forefathers. This place is so beautiful that fascinates people very much. River rafting, traveling boat, rock climbing in Kurg make life adventurous. In short, this place is heart and soul of India. So, this is the second part, means second chapter of our chapter number 7. So, let's see the third and the last part of the chapter, that is tea from Assam. So, the lesson is about two friends, Pranjal and Rajveer, who are traveling to Pranjal's hometown, Assam, for the summer vacation. And Assam is known as the tea country. It has the largest concentration of plantation in the world. During their journey, they discuss about the various legends that are known to have discovered tea. The story tells us about the popularity of the tea as a beverage. The story revolves around the infamous beverage tea, telling us more about its history and discovery. So it begins from the scene where two friends Pranjal and Rajveer are set to go to Assam and Pranjal's hometown when a tea vendor asks them if they would like to have tea, some freshly made tea. They buy 2 cups, joining almost every other person in their compartment. From there, the journey begins and Pranjal starts reading his detective book while Rajveer decided to enjoy the scenic beauty. They were soft green paddy fields followed by tea bushes. Rajveer is very excited on seeing such large plantation of tea, but Pranjal is unable to match the same level because he was born and brought up in Assam, famously known as the tea country. So visiting there for the first time, Rajveer did a lot of study about how tea was discovered and that it dates back to 2700 before Christ. According to what he read, it was first consumed in China and reached Europe in the 16th century, where it was mostly popular for its medical properties. There are numerous stories as to how it was discovered, one about a Chinese emperor and the other about a Buddhist monk. The former liked the taste of it while the latter used it to get rid of sleep. As they were having their discussion, they reached their destination where Pranjal's parents had come to receive them and take them to the tea garden. On their way, they passed a kettle bridge and gave way to a truck filled with tea leaves, which drew their attention to the fact that it was second sprouting season. And Rajveer indeed did a lot of study before coming, which was impressed Pranjal's father, and he intended to learn a lot more. So students, that is our last part of this chapter. I hope that you have got the idea about this chapter